Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kindly join with me in welcoming the expert on the dais, Shri Nareshwar Krishna Dasa, Hare Krishna Mandir Guwahati, Shri Vijay Pandit Dasha, Hare Krishna Mandir Guwahati, Shri Raja Vidya Dasha, Hare Krishna Mandir Guwahati, on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. Let's take a moment to show our love and gratitude to the expert speaker of the afternoon session, Mental Health and Well-beingness. May I request a committee member to kindly felicitate the expert on the dais. And meantime, I hope the coordinator are helping with the presentation of the slide. May I request Shri Jyotirmoy Mazumdar, Admin Officer, Associate Director, Tobacco Control Program, VHAT Tripura, to kindly come on the stage. May I request the first year coordinator, Dr. Nabarun Biswas, to kindly felicitate Mr. Mazumdar. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for the expert speaker.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we begin with the expert sessions on mental health and well-beingness. Sir, over to you.
Stream just start করছো স্ট্রিমটা কই স্টার্ট হইছে
Hare Krishna. Very warm welcome to everyone. Good afternoon. I know it's very difficult to keep awake everyone post lunch session. That too after a long gap you are attending some session because my name is Vijay Pandit Das. I'm Vice President for Hare Krishna Movement and Akshay Patra Foundation in the Northeast. And I'm very happy to be in the midst of all of you here. And I was hearing the morning session, all the dignitaries, what they were talking about it. I went back to my old school days, college days, almost 25 years back, when I was going to an engineering student, as an engineering student in engineering college. It was the same thing which was heard. But the things were a little different. And we will try to touch upon the certain subject today, which was about mental health and well-beingness, which is being discussed in the morning to a great extent from the various dignitaries who are there on the stage. I will not make it one more lecture for all of you. Let it be a very interactive session. I want to hear more of a question and answer, or a question and comments coming from all of you. Are you all with me? There is a mental Wi-Fi is there. Just like how your Wi-Fi signals are there, like this mental Wi-Fi. How many signals you have? Post-lunch session, one signal. You see the signal bar, right? In the mobile. So like that, what is the signal bar strength you have now? 1, 2. Can you raise hands with the signals number showing? 1, 2, 3. How many you have? Are not reachable. Signal not reachable. Wi-Fi, they has a signal, right? To catch your network strength, it shows. Like this, our mind is also having a signals. That strength has to be shown. I want to see how many of you are having the full signal. Can you raise your hands? Still, some of them are not raising. How many of you are having 3 bars? 3 bars? Still somebody is not raising. 2 bars? Only 1 bar. Oh, nobody is there. Out of reach? Okay. So, we're dedicating this session to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. How many of you heard about Prabhupada? Okay. He's the founder of ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He took birth in 1896, September 1st. This was the next day of Sri Krishna Janmashtami. And generally there is a horoscope is written when the child takes a birth. Correct? When Prabhupada took birth, the astrologer wrote a horoscope and said, this child, this person can build a house where whole world can stay. He can build a house where whole world can stay. So that is the exemplary action of Swami Prabhupada. You can see today all across the world we have ISKCON, Hare Krishna movement, Hare Krishna Mandirs, which are there across the world. More than thousands of centers which are running. It is because of the grace, because of the blessings of one and only Swami Prabhupada. Prabhupada took birth in 1896 and he met his guru or the spiritual masters first time in 1922. His age was around 26 years. So he was given an assignment for his spiritual master or his guru that you should give the message of Indian culture or the Indian value system or Indian Vedic literature to a English-speaking people, to Westerners. A very revolutionary idea because nobody thought about this earlier. That Westerners are people from other, the faith or other religion can follow Indian Sanatana practices. That was established by Swami Prabhupada, and as a result he started writing books in English about Vedic culture, about Indian cultural system. At the time of 1965, see his age was around 69 years, he goes to America in a cargo ship. See, you all come from different parts of India here. Before coming, he must made so many arrangements, how to go, where to get down, how to reach institute, whom to contact, where do we stay, what is our fooding arrangement, how parents will stay, so many, working you have done, and then you reached here. When Prabhupada was going to America, he didn't have any such arrangements. The phone also was hardly used those days. With no acquaintance, with no references, he went at the age of 69 years with only a goal of spreading Indian culture, the Krishna conscious culture to Westerners. See the mental strength what Prabhupada had. 69 years. Today people after 45, 50 itself they will talk about VRS, let's take retirement and then let us plan all arrangements for retirement. But here Prabhupada is going to America to talk about Indian culture, talk about the Sanatana practices, and to convince the Westerners to practice it and to follow it further. You cannot see any example like Prabhupada what he did. And not just going around, he had thousands of lectures, including MIT session also he had in the very prestigious institute in the world, MIT, where also he had a session. And many professors used to come and have his conversations. All those recordings are there. And his books, he wrote nearly 70 books, all in English language. Even today, those books, those literatures, those content is available. Anyone can access and read those things. So with this brief introduction about Prabhupada, I want to begin with a quote where the great scientist Albert Einstein says, "Everybody is a genius." You heard about this quote? Everybody is a genius. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. As Director Sir was mentioning morning, that some of you must be thinking where I landed. I had so many ambitions, so many plans, but I landed. So don't worry, you're all genius. Are you agree with me? You're all genius? Be loud. Yes. So how do you see yourself genius? How do you see yourself genius? Not just by academic, you have all the special abilities. Everyone has an ability. You have to have a mental strength where to recognize what is your ability, what you are good at. This was there in a olden time when the guru and the disciple used to learn, where a disciple not had a choice what he wants to learn. The choice was the guru or the master who is there in the institute. He used to say, "You are good at this, please pursue this." Not that the choice is good to a disciple. So, but now as the growing the development, what has happened, now that a lot of freedom is given to all of us. Now the challenge lies with us to identify what am I good at. Otherwise, if you say a fish to climb a tree, whole life it will be thinking stupid. So when we can decide, if you stop comparing yourself, don't compare yourself. Just like if fish can compare, saying that elephant, and laugh at elephant, saying that it cannot climb a tree. Correct? Or monkey can compare with a fish and say it cannot